Live with CDP Sports Talk, a weekly sports and entertainment podcast sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And on audio via Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor FM, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Radio Public, and TuneIn. Now, here's your host, Chris Palme.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Season 14, Episode 34, overall 749 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with their great selection of all-electric vehicles, EVs, or Cadillac vehicles, and a great selection of fine pickup trucks as well. You can call Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership at 519-824-0210 and tell them Chris Palme sent you, or you can email them at info@barrycullen.com. Good afternoon, everybody, on this Thursday, August 13th, 2026. I hope everybody is doing well. It's a busy day in the world of sports with Major League Baseball action. We've got CFL action tonight, and the NFL preseason returns tonight with a number of games as well. I am just currently waiting for my guest. I'm just currently waiting for my scheduled guest today. Hopefully he'll be on. Kevin Allen, who was with the hockey. He was with USA Today. He was a hockey columnist for USA Today newspaper for 34 years. And Kevin is now with the Detroit Hockey News as a columnist and also a beat reporter covering the Detroit Red Wings. I was hoping to speak with Kevin about the Detroit Red Wings, Steve Yzerman being moved up. The team is now looking for a new president and general manager, and some of the changes going on with the Red Wings as well. Is Dylan Larkin going to be a Red Wing heading into training camp, or is the Red Wings going to be able to trade Dylan Larkin as well? So we're just waiting for Kevin Allen from Detroit Hockey News to come on. Fingers crossed. And I want to say thank you to my guest last night, Joanne Acreed from Remax Twin Realtor in Brantford, for coming on here last night as well. And also, everybody, make sure you check out episode 9 of the Argo Bounce podcast show with Nick Small and myself for Monday night, as Nick and I had Mike Hogan on our show as well. So, and the Argos are back in action on Saturday, August 15th, 3 p.m. against the Edmonton Elks. And yours truly will be in Hamilton Saturday night for the Hamilton Tiger Cats and Saskatchewan Roughriders game at 7 o'clock as well. That game is on the Tiger Cats audio network. Pre-game should be around 6 o'clock with Rick Zamprin and Simone Lawrence and Bubba Wilson and the entire team. Bubba O'Neill, I apologize. So the Tiger Cats audio network pre-game will start at 6, kickoff just after 7 at Hamilton Stadium. And you can also listen to it on the Tiger Cats audio network just after 7 with Rick Zamprin and Simone Lawrence as well. All right, guys, while we're waiting for Kevin Allen, I've got some time to kill. I'm going to play a couple of interviews that I did at Oblivion Car Show this week. I was at the latest Oblivion Car and Culture 80s, 90s show in Area 8 Conservation Park in beautiful Milton this past Sunday. And my first interview was with Erica M., a legendary DJ and host with Much Music here in Toronto in Canada from 1984 to 1994. And she's now a media personality, and she has a book coming out. So we're going to hear the interview with former Much Music personality and DJ Erica M. right now. And again, courtesy of my YouTube channel, please hit subscribe, like, and share. And here's Erica M., one of the original hosts of Much Music in Toronto and now a media personality. Chris Palme here live at the Oblivion Car and Culture Show, 80s and 90s, here at beautiful Milton's Area 8 Conservation Park. And I have a special guest here, Erica, formerly of Much Music. Erica, just thoughts on today's event here in Milton.
Okay, well, I am not a car person except for owning cars, but I had no idea the connection emotionally that people have with their cars. And it's not just because, they're really cool and they're sleek. It's because in many cases, someone's father owned the car. They've had it since they were teenagers. So there's a real connection to people's pasts and their cars. So I've been hearing some great stories today. I'm having the best time.
Thoughts on the location here at Area 8?
Oh, this has been a fantastic. As you can see, they have the water, but there's kayaks that you can rent and canoes. And then over here, the beautiful rolling hill, and you can't feel it, but there's like a perfect breeze and just the touch of a cloud in this. Oh my God. It's like they couldn't have had better weather.
Thoughts on your time with Much Music and now the changing media industry?
Oh boy, that is enough to fill a book. And funny enough, I just wrote one about it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just finished my memoir, and hopefully it's going to come out within the year because it takes a long time in the world of publishing. But essentially, I talk about what my time was like at Much Music, and I try to sort of tell the story of not just my time in the media, but how media has changed from the time that I first was discovered in the early 80s, and then the transition into digital media, which is the next career that I had, which is the career that you have right now. So yeah, I hope that you look for my book, follow me on Instagram, and I'll tell you where you can get it.
What was the story behind the name of your book?
Well, I can't tell you because that was a really good question asking about the title of my book, but it hasn't been decided yet. But all I'll tell you is that it will be so fantastic, and you'll say, Erica, I can't believe you came up with that title for your book.
Where will this book be available on?
The book will be available everywhere, obviously in bookstores, and I'm going to do an audio version of it as well because I like telling stories, and I have a voice that has been trained to do this kind of thing. So in about a year, you'll be able to read my life.
How would you describe yourself as a writer?
I'm a writer first, actually, but most people don't know me as a writer, but I've been writing since I was quite young. I'm a great storyteller, and I'm pretty honest. So I'm an honest storyteller.
Do you find storytelling nowadays in media is shrinking just like the radio industry?
Well, I think that what's happening is that our attention spans are shrinking, and so the stories are getting shorter. And in my book, I'm allowed to sort of extrapolate and tell rambling stories. And I think that it's so nice when you go to a film like The Odyssey, for example, which is almost 3 hours long, and people are sitting through it and loving it. So maybe there'll be a comeback, and maybe the art of storytelling will expand again.
And in your career at Much Music, what did you love about being at Much Music the most?
I loved being a cultural curator. I loved being the person who found the music, who met the content or the musicians, and being able to be the one who introduced Canadians to the music and the artists that I loved. That was my favorite part.
I'm going to put you on the spot on this question before we wrap things up. Who's your favorite music band from the 70s and 80s era?
I would say it was U2 was the band that really stole my heart. Crowded House, In Excess, Sarah McLachlan, Blue Rodeo, 5440, and many, many more.
I remember the days of Exhibition Stadium where there was lots of concerts all the time too. I think the 70s and 80s was a great time for music.
Oh, the 70s and 80s were the heyday of music for at least people in our generation. There was, I guess you'd call the word authenticity. It's different today. There's a lot of, I think, cookie cutter kind of artists. And back then, it was people were discovering new sounds. And I do miss those days.
And finally, what's one fun fact about yourself, Erica? And where can our audience follow you on social?
Well, I guess the fun fact would be, since we're at the Oblivion Car Show, is that the car I owned was a red Nissan Pulsar. And you can find me on Instagram at Erica M.
Well, Erica, I want to say thank you so much for doing this interview. Continued success, and also with your book. I will be happy to buy a copy of your book as well, which is coming out in a year from now. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day here at the Oblivion Car and Culture 80s and 90s show here at Area 8 here in Milton. Thank you so much, Erica.
You're so welcome.
Again, that was Erica M., one of the original DJs, hosts of Much Music from 1984 to 1994. She is also a media personality, and she has a book coming out in a year from now. So thank you so much to Erica M. I did a couple more interviews from the Oblivion Car and Culture Show, 80s and 90s, this past Sunday from Area 8 Conservation Park in beautiful Milton. And I'm going to play another interview right now with two gentlemen from the Toronto Ghostbusters. They're cosplayers, and they are raising money for a lot of charities. And we're going to put them on right now. 1 second. I'm going to have them on my YouTube channel. And guys, please check out my YouTube channel, Chris Palme Live with CDP Talk Show. I am now 76 away from 1,000 subscribers. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me, guys, 1 second. And I'm going to play my interview with Chris and Jimmy on from the Toronto Ghostbusters. They do a lot of charity work in the Toronto area as well. And they were at the Oblivion Car Show this week as well. So bear with me, and we will get this interview going right now. And this today is going to be the best of CDP. So we're still waiting for a guest, Kevin Allen, to come on. And if not, we will continue the show with some of my best interviews. Chris Palme here live at Area. Just bear with me, guys. I'm doing a couple things. So we're going to play this right now. And thank you, everyone, for watching live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Again, Toronto Ghostbusters cosplayers. This is with Jimmy and Chris from the Oblivion Show. They're going to tell us a little more about themselves. 8 Conservation Park here at 533 Stills Avenue here in Milton on this beautiful Sunday for this year's 80s and 90s Oblivion Car and Culture Show. And I have a couple of guys here from the Toronto Ghostbusters. On the left is Chris, who is the same name as me, and on the right is Jimmy. Guys, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Hi, we're the Toronto Ghostbusters, and what we do is we dress up as Ghostbusters, visit kids in hospitals. We work with Sick Kids Hospital, Starlight Children's Foundation, Toronto Fire Services, Toronto Police Association. We even drive up north to a place called Camp Bucko. It's one of Ontario's only free residential camps for pediatric burn survivors. Just a lot of stuff like that.
Chris, how did you get involved with this group?
Well, funny enough, it was years ago when I ran into this gentleman and his wife at one of the newer movie premieres where it's just kind of out of nowhere of like, I could dress up, but I'll throw on a Ghostbusters t-shirt and a hat. Sure enough, him and his, at the time, pregnant wife were in jumpsuits with the packs. Immediately became friends. And then, yeah, we just hang out one day and we were like, we like Ghostbusters. Why don't we just start our own Ghostbusters group?
How much of an impact has the Ghostbusters movies had on your lives?
Can I tell you? I mean, obviously, I think a lot of kids are usually growing up, they're scared of going to the basement, but because of Ghostbusters, I would purposely go into the basement, but with my proton pack, isn't there, right? And a flash, I'm like, I'm going after the ghosts. It's such an empowering franchise, I think, for a lot of kids.
Can you tell us about your merchandise, the t-shirt you're wearing today?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on over. What's this? Patches. Patches from Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2, but with a Toronto theme. Same with the stickers and our pins.
And a t-shirt.
Whoa! And all sizes.
Do you have one in my size?
We sure do. You're small, right?
I was in 1984. Yes. But how did you guys have any issues using the copyright?
No, so the great thing is Sony does know, if you go to whoyagonacall.org, you're going to see an entire list of all the franchises from all around the world. Sony has a thing called Ghost Core, and what they do is they have a program called Ghostbusters Give Back. And so they know that everybody does, all of us do charity, and a lot of us currently just for the States, whatever they make, the Sony itself, they actually match as well as a thing. So they're well aware of us, as well as we got shout out from Jason Reitman when we showed up at a screening of the 1984 movie for TIFF. He gave a shout out to us online, so that was pretty cool too.
Yeah. I mean, plus we're a nonprofit group, so we don't make money off of this. It's more so just,
It's rough, guys. Please donate.
yeah.
Can you tell us about some of the charities you guys deal with? I guess over 60 fundraisers and charities so far.
It's been wild because like literally today we just did 2 events at the same time. On Halloween, we're looking to do 4 overlapping events at the same time. It's busy. We do get our next event is Camp Bucko. We're going to be driving up 4 hours up north and then onto a boat to get to an island for these kids is a thing. We've also got, we'll be working with Sunnybrook, Sick Kids, and the Starlight Children's Foundation all on the same day, closer to the end of October as well. And that'll be for the burn-worn kids.
Do you guys have a website and social media sites for people to follow you guys?
We absolutely do. TorontoGhostbusters.com. We're also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. That's it. That's all.
Where's the best way for people to buy your merchandise, your hats and t-shirts?
Hang out, come on over to TorontoGhostbusters.com, and we got some great stuff for you.
What's the fun Ghostbusters?
Fun fact about Ghostbusters. Ooh, that's trying to think of a good one.
That busted makes me feel good.
There you go. There it is. You heard it first.
And finally, what are some of your other events you're coming up to in the next little while?
Literally next week is Camp Bucko. Sorry, not next week. The week after. And I'm not going to lie, there's like an entire list. I'm literally living like, what's tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow? What's the next one? But we're going to be heading up to work with the Central York firefighters. We'll also be working with Toronto Fire Services. We're going to be doing Toronto Police Association's, their Christmas party. We're taking over all of Sankofa Yonge and Dundas Square for Halloween. We're also going to be working with the city of Whitby, the city of Markham, the city of Brampton. Yeah.
And finally, guys, what are your thoughts on being here at the Oblivion Car and Culture Show 80s and 90s here today in Milton?
Absolutely love it. I mean, I haven't seen like that many DeLoreans in one spot for sure.
Jimmy?
I love it. I like it a lot.
Well, Chris and Jimmy, I want to say thank you so much. And I will be following you guys on social media and your website. And I will have to get one of your hats and t-shirts at some point.
It's quality merchandise. Merchandise.
Thanks a lot, guys. Again, guys, that was Chris and Jimmy from the Toronto Ghostbusters. They're cosplayers, but they also go around to events and raise money for charity. So check them out at TorontoGhostbusters.com or just Google Toronto Ghostbusters as well. As we wait, guys, I'm not sure if Kevin Allen will be on today or not, but we're going to continue the show. The next Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show brought to you by BarryCullen.com. It's going to take place on Tuesday, August 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern with special guest Sina Sleem. Sina Sleem is a former Emmy award-winning TV news anchor and reporter, and now serving as the regional manager of content strategy and development for marketing and corporate affairs at HCA Healthcare. So Sina is going to talk to us a little bit about her new career with HCA Healthcare and her career in the media industry as well. So Tuesday, August 18th, everybody, please join us at 7 o'clock for Sina Sleema. Sorry, I'll reword it. I talk too fast sometimes. I meant Sina Sleem will join us this Tuesday, August 18th at 8 p.m. Sorry, Tuesday, August 18th at 7 p.m. I am getting mixed up, guys. So, yeah, Sina Sleem, a former media personality and now in the healthcare area, will be on our show at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, August 18th. I'm going to have a light week next week. I'm kind of taking a few days, a week off. And then the next Small Talk podcast will take place on Tuesday, August 25th. At 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 on the West Coast, with Marlene Sharp and myself. We have 2 special guest actresses from Los Angeles. More details to come as well. And the next Argo Bells podcast, episode 10, will take place sometime later next week as well. And hopefully Nick and I can talk about an Argos win over the Elks this weekend, which is Saturday, August 15th at 3 o'clock at Commonwealth Stadium. You can catch Mike Hogan and Ben Grant on the Argos pregame show on TSN 1050 at 2:30, kickoff at 3 o'clock on TSN. As we continue the show, guys, I'm going to play another interview with Mike Day, the father of Owen Day, who owns a number of DeLorean cars from the famous Back to the Future movie. And I interviewed him on Sunday in Milton, Ontario at the Obliviation. So just bear with me a second. But just bear with me, guys, and we'll get this interview with Mike Day on as well. Good guy, the father of Owen Day, who owns a number of DeLoreans. And Mike explains to us and myself his son's love for the Back to the Future movies as well. So just bear with us, and we're going to get that interview on right now with Mike Day from Oblivion Car and Culture Show 80s and 90s this past Sunday in Milton, Ontario. 80s and 90s Car and Culture Show. I have a special guest here. Can I just get your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Mike Day.
Mike, can you just tell us a little bit about this, your son's DeLoreans, how he came about these?
So my son's been obsessed for many years with Back to the Future. It's been his favorite movies. And I have drawings on the garage wall where he's 7 years old, pencil sketched out his fake time machine, the interior, the exterior. He was really always been really into it. It was his dream to own one of these one day. So
Go ahead.
We got the car about 4 years ago. He has spent 3 years converting it to a time machine. We're so proud of him. We had so much fun with this vehicle. You couldn't imagine. Don't regret one penny that we put out.
Able to show us a little bit of the vehicle, Mike?
Well, sure. Most people are familiar with the time machine. We got our plutonium chamber. These are the exhaust vents. Wormhole emitter right up there. That's key for time travel. These boxes are called flux boxes. There's two there. There's two on the front fenders. There's two underneath the rear end, connected together by flux bands. And as you all know, all of this is wired into the flux capacitor, which is what makes time travel possible.
Wow. And he even got the dog from the
That's
movie.
Einstein, world's first time traveler.
Wow.
People bring their dogs around. He's not dog friendly, so I have to warn them. Some dogs are scared of him. Some dogs want to have a go at him. But he's a lot of fun. The kids love him.
Now, how hard was it to get these vehicles and get all the exact parts from the movie?
So all the peripherals, the outside of the car, and the things in the windows, my son made those by hand, based upon visual analysis of pictures that he's seen. He made his own flux capacitor. But all the other, I call it gadgetry, in there comes from the time machine community that exists out there in the world on the internet. There's time circuits come from France. There's stuff in there from Paraguay, Rhode Island, probably Ontario too. But yeah, he's researched and I'm really proud of the things he's made, because you see the prices of some of this stuff on the internet. It's crazy, but he's made all this stuff. We're super proud of it.
Is this his first time coming to the Oblivion Car and Culture Show?
This is our third Oblivion. We did the first one in when it was at Westmount Mall in London. Forgive me the year. I think it was about 4 years ago. So we'd only had the car for about 6 weeks then. Owen out touring around dressed as Doc Brown. He finds Marty McFly's pickup truck for sale. So needless to say, 2 weeks later, 2 months later, we had a black Toyota pickup truck and Doc Brown's time machine.
What's the fun fact about this vehicle?
It was only 9,000 made. There's approximately 6,000 left. Here's an interesting fact. A local individual named Justin Wells repairs and restores the line right here in Milton.
Did not know that.
You did not know that? Oh, yeah. In fact, this show, Oblivion, is Justin's show. Anyway, another friend of ours who had a time machine hooked us up with Justin. This car became available. We bought it. It's that easy. You too could own a DeLorean.
And final thoughts on today's show here at Area 8.
It's warm. I wish there was a little more breeze, but we're getting by. It's a great show. You're going to see vehicles here that you just don't see anywhere.
Well,
Well, it was
Mike,
a fun day. The weather couldn't be better.
well, Mike, thank you so much for doing this, and thank you for the interview. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Hope it shows well.
That interview was with Mike Day, the father of Owen Day, who owns, I think, 6 or 7 DeLorean cars. That was at this past Sunday's Oblivion 80s and 90s car and culture show as well. So thank you to Emily, thank you to Erica M, Jimmy and Chris from the Toronto Ghostbusters, and Mike Day from the father of Owen Day, who owns a number of DeLorean vehicles that were used in the Back to the Future movies as well. I'm going to play one more interview today on the best of CDP, and this is from a couple weeks ago at the Argonauts training camp at the University of Guelph in practice. Windsor Lancer alumni Brady Lister. And we're going to get this interview with Brady on in just a minute, but Brady is a really good guy to speak to. And I'm going to air this interview I have with him on. He's a rookie kicker. Just bear with me, guys. I am a one-man crew, so just going to get this interview on with Brady in just 1 second. And he had a really good rookie game, 4 for 5 against BC in their win against BC on the road. And then he had a solid game at home against Calgary last Thursday night as well. So this interview is courtesy of my YouTube channel. And this is Windsor Lancer alumni and now Argo kicker, Brady Lister. We're going to play this interview right now, courtesy of my YouTube channel. Again, please subscribe, like, and share. CDP Media Productions live at Alumni Stadium at the University of Guelph for the final time for Toronto Argonauts practice season as the Argos head back to Toronto on Wednesday, and they're back in action Thursday night against the Calgary Stampeders. I have a special guest with us, Windsor Lancers alumni and CFL rookie kicker Brady Lister. Brady, just thoughts on practice today?
First of all, thanks for having me and interviewing quick, but yeah, it was a good day of practice, building on every day and continuing to do what we can to set ourselves up best for the game on Thursday.
Thoughts on your OUA career with the Windsor Lancers?
Yeah, I mean, I'm beyond grateful for the opportunity that the coaches and players gave me to be able to do what I did, but I mean, I'm able to sit with it and be happy, and now I'm moved on and looking to have some success here.
Who are some of your early influences in football, mentors and influences?
As far as from youth football, Paul Chapman from the St. Thomas Hawks, LMFA. And then throughout high school, I've had numerous amount of coaches that have influenced me a lot. But KJ Kenemy from London Junior Mustangs was a big impact in how I approach the game of football, how I conduct myself, and as well as conduct with everybody else. But yeah, I'd say those two would be the biggest.
What was your most memorable kick in game with Windsor?
My most memorable kick in the game with Windsor, I'd say probably last season against Queens at their homecoming game. I hit a kick from 50 yards with about 30 seconds left to put us ahead.
What are your thoughts on the facilities here at the University of Guelph?
Oh, they're amazing, and obviously all of us are beyond grateful to be able to use them and be able to be in the meeting room, therapy, cold tubs, weight room, all that stuff. But yeah, just grateful to be able to make use of it.
Thoughts on your first CFL game against the BC Lions? Did you have a little nerves?
It was a good game. I mean, I was excited to play for sure. And once I got warming up and got into the groove of the game, it was just like any other game.
Can you tell us about the importance of the O-line and the snapper and the holder, that it's a true team unit to even get a single point or a field goal these days?
100%. And without those guys, I wouldn't be able to do my job. They have a much bigger impact than anyone really notices. But honestly, yeah, without those guys doing their job and being on point, it doesn't matter what I do because I won't be able to, right? Without that snap from Adam and the hold from James, as well as all the offensive linemen blocking and making sure the guys don't get through, all the credit should really go to them, to be honest. But yeah.
Did you keep that first football that you got a field goal?
You know what? I didn't get that football, but that's okay. That's okay.
And then thoughts on kicking at BC Place as a rookie?
Yeah, it was amazing to be able to use their facility in the inside with no wind. I mean, can't really complain as a specialist as far as that's concerned. But yeah, it was a great day out there, and can't say anything more about it. It was just great.
As a kicker, do you have any rituals or superstitions?
Not too much. I mean, I pretty much follow same diet and sleep pattern, stuff like that outside of football. But once I'm here, I mean, I like to just be loose and reactive and be able to just do my thing without having to think too much.
Have you had a chance to kick yet at BMO Field?
I haven't. This will be the first time I'm going to BMO Field.
And how important is faith in your football career?
It's everything, right? Like giving you, myself as a person, somebody to believe in and put all my trust into, and just understand the process and not be worried about one small thing or one thing at practice. Like it's more of a process and long-term goals.
And finally, what's one fun fact about Brady Lidster that the Argo fans might not know about?
One fun fact. I have to. Big fisherman. If you want to catch some fish, me and my cousin Brennan, we'll put you guys on if you want to catch some fish.
Best place in Ontario to fish?
I like up north by North Bay. A couple of my buddies have cottages up there, and I mean, it's a great time being up there with them.
And finally, where can Argo fans follow you on social media? And do you have any last words for Argo fans for Thursday night at BMO Field against the Calgary Stampeders?
Yes, sir. I have an Instagram. It's just Brady Lidster. And then as far as Argo fans, we're happy to have you guys here. Be loud, supportive, and we're going to make something happen for you guys for sure. It's going to be a great show.
Well, Brady, I want to say thank you so much. Congratulations in your first CFL game, first win, and looking forward to Thursday night's game at 7:30 at BMO Field against the Calgary Stampeders. Make sure you check out the Argo Bounce podcast show this week with Nick Small and myself, and hopefully we'll be able to break down an Argos win against a very good Calgary's team. Brady, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That was Brady Lidster, the rookie kicker from the Toronto Argonauts and Windsor Lancer alumni. So I want to say thank you to Chris Belnovich and the Toronto Argonauts organization for the last 3 months, being able to go down there for training camp and practice for 3 months due to the World Cup being in Toronto. The Argos had to be down here in Guelph for a little extra time, and I was able to do a lot of coaches interviews and a lot of player interviews as well. And Brady Lidster, number 16, is somebody you got to cheer for. And Brady and the Argonauts are back in action on Saturday, August 15th, 3 o'clock, when the boatmen travel to Edmonton to take on the Elks at 3 p.m. kickoff from Commonwealth Stadium. The Argos return home Saturday, August 22nd at 7 o'clock for their annual CNE game against their QEW rivals, the Hamilton Tiger Cats. You can get tickets at argonauts.ca, and yours truly will be at that game on the 22nd as media. And I will be in Hamilton this Saturday in the press box to cover the Cats Saskatchewan game, which is 7 o'clock. It's also a WrestleFest. And if you like pro wrestling and you like the CFL and you like the Hamilton Tiger Cats or even the Saskatchewan Roughriders, who have a good traveling fan base, you can get your tickets at tigercats.ca today. And again, guys, my next live with CDP Sports Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership, will take place Tuesday, August 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern with a special guest. It's her first appearance. Her name is Sina Sleem. She's a former Emmy award-winning TV news anchor and reporter, and now she's now serving as the regional manager of content strategy and development for HCA Healthcare. So I'm looking forward to having Sina Sleem on our show and talk about her career in media and transitioning into a content strategist and development as well. So I am looking forward to that. And again, the Argo Bounce podcast show will return sometime next week. And the Small Talk podcast with Marlene Sharp and myself will take place on Tuesday, August 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 on the West Coast. And yes, that is HCA Healthcare that Sina Sleem is with as well. And as we wrap up the show, guys, right now at Barry Cullen Chevrolet, you can get a $25 Esso and Mobile e-gift card with the purchase of an oil change and an eligible vehicle health check. Offer valid from June 1st, 2026 to August 31st, 2026. Time's running out. Book your appointment today at Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership. And again, you can visit them at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. And Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership is a proud sponsor and advertiser of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. If you're looking to foster or adopt a cat, check out the New Hope Animal Rescue Group at 4990 Jones Baseline Road in Guelph, Ontario. Telephone number 519-836-9780 or visit their website at newhopeanimalrescueguelph.ca. That's newhopeanimalrescueguelph.ca, or give them a call. And any appointments for fostering or adopting a cat from there, you should call them 519-836-9780. They have 3 cats currently down at Pet Value Paisley Road location at 1005 Paisley Road. And they have Raj and Wyatt, who are a bonded pair that are up for adoption. And Peanut, who's currently on hold, could be going home soon in a week as well. But New Hope Animal Rescue Group does a wonderful job. Again, they're located at 4990 Jones Baseline Road in Guelph. And you can reach them again at 519-836-9780 or newhopeanimalrescueguelph.ca, or you can either email them at nhairrescueguelph@gmail.com as well. As we wrap up the show, guys, you know I do some volunteer work with a local humane society in Cambridge, and right now at the Cambridge District Humane Society, they're located at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, Ontario. Telephone number 519-623-7722, extension 0, or visit their website, cambridgehumanesociety.org. All the pets and animals that are up for adoption, their profiles and their information and pictures are on cambridgehumanesociety.org. Michelle and her staff do a wonderful job in looking after our furry homeless friends and ensuring they get adopted into good homes with good families. And at the Cambridge District Humane Society, you can't buy happiness, but you can adopt it. And I'm proud to be a part of the Cambridge Humane Society for the past 2.5 years as a dog walker and a fundraiser as well. And any of their current events too, check out cambridgehumanesociety.org for some of their events around the city of Cambridge. And as we wrap up the show, guys, you can follow me on Blue Sky Social. Blue Sky Social, I live with CDP 19. Now, if you'd like a personalized video message from yours truly, CDP, go to cameo.com and type in Chris Palme. I do happy birthday, happy Hanukkah, happy anniversary, happy divorce, a shout out, anything within reason. So make sure you look me up on cameo.com, Chris Palme, and book your cameo today. And I look forward to hearing from some of you as well. Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show is live streamed on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, LinkedIn, and now available on Instagram. And I'm hopefully going to have this show on TikTok at some point. You can check out my website and all my content at beacons.ai/Chris D. Palme. Some of my best celebrity interviews are there, and all my social media sites are there. Or if you want to listen or watch to some of my former shows and former guests, check out beacons.ai/Chris D. Palme. And again, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show is brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located again at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Automall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, all electric vehicles, Cadillac vehicles, and great pickup trucks as well. You can reach them at 519-824-0210, or again, email them at info@barrycullen.com. Fun fact about the late Barry Cullen, and founder of Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. He did play in the National Hockey League, obviously with the Toronto Maple Leafs, but he played 1 year with the Detroit Red Wings. The late Barry Cullen played with the 1959 and 1960 Detroit Red Wings, 55 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points, 23 penalty minutes, and he played in 4 playoff games for the Detroit Red Wings in 1959 and 1960 season at Olympia Stadium in Detroit. That's a fun fact about the late Barry Cullen, who is the founder of Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership here in Guelph. I am also on TikTok. Check me out on TikTok at Chris Palme. Like, share, and follow my content on TikTok. I have a lot of good content on TikTok at Chris Palme. I am getting close to 2,000 followers, so make sure you follow me there, and let's get CDP to 2,000 followers there. As we wrap up the show, guys, StreamYard is again the official live stream provider of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. If you're into webinars, live streaming, podcasting, check out StreamYard.com. They have basic free plans, paid professional plans, or if you're a business and a company that does a lot of webinars or live streaming, go to StreamYard.com and contact StreamYard sales department for business pricing as well. Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. The audio version is on these platforms: iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify for podcasters, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Spotify, Castbox, LinkedIn, Pandora, Tuned In, YouTube Music, and Good Pods. Lately, there's been some issues with my show being downloaded to Good Pods. I'm hoping to get that resolved. And also, as you all know, the show is on YouTube in video form, live or after the show's over. But you can also listen to the audio version of YouTube. You can listen to the audio version of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, the Argo Bounce podcast, and the Small Talk podcast on YouTube as well. So if you like video form or audio form, they're both available on my YouTube channel. Again, Chris Palme, Live with CDP Talk Show. Subscribe, like, and share. And I'm only 76 subscribers away from 1,000 and monetizing my channel as well. Speaking of money, you really like my YouTube channel, you like my talk shows, you like my media content, you can help support my media work by paypal.com. Go to paypal.com at Chris Palme, cpalme19@gmail.com if you'd like to support my media channel and my content here as well through PayPal, or booking a video through cameo.com. As we wrap up the show, guys, you can email me at live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show at cpalme19@gmail.com. Any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback would be greatly appreciated. Finally, you can follow me on Facebook, Threads, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, Blue Sky Social at Live with CDP19, and again, YouTube at Chris Palme Live with CDP Talk Show. Subscribe, like, and share. I'm on every social media platform except Snapchat as well. And unfortunately, our guest was not able to make it today. Kevin Allen, a longtime hockey writer with US Today and now with Detroit Hockey News. I will reach out to Kevin and see if we can reschedule to have Kevin back on again here in the future to talk about the situation with Steve Yzerman and Dylan Larkin and where the Detroit Red Wings organization goes as well. But I hope you enjoyed the Best of CDP with my interviews today with Erica M., formerly of Much Music and a Toronto media personality. My interview with Jimmy and Chris from the Toronto Ghostbusters cosplayer fundraising group, and Mike Day, the father of Owen Day, who owns, I believe, 7 DeLoreans from the Back to the Future movie as well. And of course, Toronto Argonauts rookie kicker Brady Lister as well. As much as I love doing the virtual show, I love doing in-person interviews too at these events as well. And hey, I want to say thank you to the audience for watching this show on Facebook Live, along with LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, X, and Instagram. And also thank you to my audience on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Good Pods, and wherever podcasts are available. Finally, guys, if you're a business and company and you're looking to advertise to the newest form of radio, check out CDP Media Productions. You can email me at cpalme19@gmail.com. My prices are very reasonable and competitive compared to the radio industry, and I am on 21 platforms, and I also have 28,000 listeners on Spotify, 136 countries around the world listening to the show, and I am approaching 900,000 views on my YouTube channel as well. So if you're looking to advertise your business and company, please consider CDP Media Productions. Chris Palme again at cpalme19@gmail.com, or send me a DM on all the social media platforms as well. And I look forward to hearing from you and hopefully working with you in your business. And I can do a lot more things than traditional radio station can. And I look forward to trying to get some more, having some more business come aboard and advertise on Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. And yeah, guys, I do apologize. Unfortunately, Kevin Allen, my scheduled guest today, was not able to make it. So we'll definitely reach out to Kevin and try to get him to come back on as well. I do have some sad news to share with you guys from the world of the National Hockey League. Former legendary play-by-play voice of the Calgary Flames from 1980 to 2014, Peter Maurer passed away today at the age of 81. So Peter Maha, I think it's Peter Maha, the longtime voice of the Calgary Flames, passed away today at the age of 81. And deepest sympathies and condolences to Peter's family and the Calgary Flames organizations as well. So the longtime voice of the Calgary Flames, unfortunately passed away today at the age of 81. And as we wrap up the show, guys, we have CFL action on Thursday night. We have BC and Calgary at 9 o'clock. I am going with Nathan Rourke and the BC Lions to win that game. And NFL preseason, we've got the Lions in Cincinnati, Green Bay and Pittsburgh. We have the Colts and the Patriots, Chargers, Texans, Cardinals, Raiders, Titans and Niners, and then the biggest preseason game of the week, Saturday night, 7 o'clock. The Philadelphia Eagles take on the Baltimore Ravens. So the Eagles are back in action for their first preseason game on Saturday at 7 o'clock when they travel to nearby Baltimore to take on Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. It'll be interesting to see how much playing times Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, if they get any, playing in this preseason game this Saturday as well. And you can listen to the game on the Eagles Radio Network with Maurice and Mike Quick at 7 o'clock on Saturday night as well. And also we got Major League Baseball today. Boston and Toronto this afternoon is 3:07. The Jays are looking for a 4-game sweep of the Red Sox. And Cleveland and Detroit. Cleveland takes on the Detroit Tigers right now this afternoon. That game at last count was 1-0 Tigers in the 4th inning. And that is a must-win for both the Tigers and Guardians, who are both under 500, along with the Blue Jays, trying to get that final wild card spot as well. That is about it, guys. Again, I do apologize. My guest, Kevin Allen, was unable to attend our show today. So I will reach out with Kevin and see if we can get him to reschedule. And again, my next show is not going to be until Tuesday, August 18th at 7 p.m. Again, with special guest Sina Sleem, a former Emmy award-winning TV news anchor. And I'm looking forward to that show with Sina as well. Again, thank you everyone for watching and listening to Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, hosted by yours truly, Chris Palme, and brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. Have a great afternoon, everybody, and have a great weekend. And make sure you check out my social media pages on Saturday for Tiger Cats Saskatchewan pictures, videos, and some pre- and post-game interviews from Hamilton Stadium as well. So thank you again, and we'll see you guys back here next week for another edition of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, hosted by yours truly, Chris Palme, and brought to you by the folks at Barry Cullen Chevrolet here in Guelph.